I'd love to get your opinion on nootropics, right? This is a sort of a field of supplements. There's a lot of guys out there promoting these supplements for brain health and for brain performance and all this kind of stuff. Do you see any value in that? Are there any supplementations that you feel like, this is really great for your brain, or herbs or anything like that?
Herbs, yes. Herbs and spices, they're pound for pound, they're the most anti-inflammatory foods, but they're free. So don't buy anything from anybody. We did a study that was just submitted, omega-3 in the developing brain and omega-3 in the aging brain. And it appears that in the plant-based world, there seems to be this thing that if you do anything slightly unnatural, it's bad. We got to be careful about that. Omega-3 is very important, especially if you have kids. Now, if you're confident that you're getting enough omega-3s, which are then converting from plant ALA to EPA and DHA in your kid, I'm fine with that. You're good. But if you're not, it doesn't hurt to take omega-3 supplement, algae-based omega-3 supplement. I'm not against it. I don't push a brand, whatever brand you want. So that's that. Aging brain, we did another study, again, a comprehensive review that showed the same thing. It's important. Now, if you think that you can get it from food, from walnuts and chia and flaxseed, which have high amounts of ALA, I'm okay with that. But if you're worried, I think it's not bad to supplement. And the fears that are being raised that they do cancer because these studies show cancer, we don't have that data. So you can't extrapolate from one set of data, complete different, to another set of data because it fits certain paradigms or certain agendas. Scientists don't have agendas. We go with the data. And if we turn out to be... Well, yeah, some do, but we want to make sure that we don't make this into that. So omega-3, yes. Others, only if you're deficient. If you're not B12 deficient, so check, that's an easy enough check. You can check that. If you're not B12 deficient, there's no need to take B12. If you're not vitamin D, but those are common deficiencies though, vitamin D and B12.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So get it checked because they are profoundly important for your brain, for your whole body, but especially your brain. Please don't underestimate that. For your children, for yourself, for your aging brains, check your B12, vitamin D, thyroid levels, all of that. If you're deficient, first find out why you're deficient. There shouldn't be a reason. But if you can't, then get a supplement, B12, vitamin D, and all that. So those are the exceptions. Beyond that, there's no data. Zero. Well, there's data. There's no valid data that anything else is of benefit. We just did a paper with this is amazing data that we did at Cedars-Sinai, which we gave curcumin or cumin, and looked at the retina with the special devices and looked at how it bound to amyloid. So by definition, if it binds to amyloid, then the body removes it. You would think that it reduces amyloid. I mean, anybody else would have gone viral with that, would have created a whole industry around that, right? We can't. That's too much of extrapolation. Yes, it binds amyloid, and yes, there's some evidence that some of it is removed, but we don't have that full evidence yet. So even there, if you're going to add curcumin, add it in your diet. Turmeric, curcumin in your diet. But supplementation, nootropics, I think all of that is an incredible marketing ploy at this point. In the future, maybe. Now we don't have anything.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that because that echoes my sentiment about it as well. There's definitely a lot of marketers pushing these brain supplements and for high performance. And I've laughed about it for years because sort of my internal joke is like, what is wrong with your brain that you need these? Like, my brain works great. You know? Like, I don't feel the need to like increase my brain power. I'm very happy with the way my brain works right now. But anyway,
if we just do the basic things, which is good nutrition, exercise, you will have done more than the average human being, but in exponential levels for your brain, as far as focus, attention, memory, and everything else. And then for the rest, check your levels once in a while. That's all.
Is it possible to check omega-3 levels?
No.
That's not really something.
Well, it is possible, and we're kind of questioning the validity of it. But nonetheless, it's a call for your own call, if you want to get supplementation or not. To be honest, we do. We thought that the harm side is not there. The harm side, the data is not very strong. The benefit side, this data is pretty strong as far as having appropriate amount of omega-3, which is the main fat the brain needs. And with our kids, we just didn't want to take that risk.
Yeah, huge risk of benefit, minimal to no risk of harm.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. If you like what you just saw, why not subscribe? Here's a link to do that. And if you'd like to watch the full interview, you can find it at chrisbeatcancer.com. There's a link to it in the description right below this video.